Hello, YouTubers. Well, what do we have now? My grandson and I are going to build a mechanical keyboard. So that's what we're going to be working on today. I've never built one. I looked at some videos. I have no idea how to build one. So I tried to buy the most readied products that I could buy for my first mechanical keyboard. So I'll open these with you because they're all again, new to me, something different than I've ever done. So I bought an 80% keyboard kit. And again, I'll show you what that looks like when we open it. I bought Keycaps, and I opened it to take a quick look at these keycaps. There are so many. Anyway, I should mention the keyboard is a RGB. And these are clear keys that I purchased, and switches. So I bought switches, and I can't remember how many are in this one, but there's plenty in here for me to put onto my new keyboard. So I'll do the box opening, and then my grandson will join me as we put these together to make a mechanical keyboard. We'll listen to it together. I'm not going to mod it, so I'm not going to put any tape on it or anything else. I'm going to put it just like it is. I'll see what you guys think of it, and I have my fingers crossed that my first foray into building a keyboard will go well. This will go with my new built mini ITX machine and my new monitor. So let's get going. Well, let's go ahead and we'll open up these three parts. First one we're going to open is the keyboard kit. So it's the Zoya 80% GMK87 keyboard. And let me get that open for you here. It's rather simple. And there you go. And of course, as you could already see, there's not going to be much to it. So let's take out the keyboard. The installation manual. I'm going to stick those to the side for just a moment here. And we have the the keycap and switch puller tool. And we have a really nice braided USB-A to USB-C cable. So I don't know if I've told you yet, but I will in a second about the actual keyboard and some of the features. So I got the US version, RGB, so we're going to see a lot of color. And the color I got is milk coffee. Comes in lots and lots and lots of colors. I didn't really care all that much about color, but looking at it, it looks okay. If I had it to do all over again, I might have got white, but that's okay. So let's take a look at it. There we go. And we'll spend a lot more time on it. Of course, as we set it up, it does have a knob, so I'm going to use it for my volume and mute. This is a sticker over I'm not going to take this off just yet, but there's a little screen there. You can put some animation in. It also has the date and time. You could see some stabilizers are already included in it. As best I know from everything I've seen, these are in fact pre-lubed because I'm going to leave everything as best I can on and use the keyboard as it was built. Underneath, we have footstand, and of course it's got two different settings. Seems nice. They click really well. They're pretty sturdy, by the way. And we have our USB-C port right here. We have our dongle for our Wi-Fi here. And it also has Bluetooth. And we have Mac and Windows that we could switch to. So of course, or not of course, but if you didn't know, I'll be using the Windows version. So, and here you could set it to Bluetooth or USB, whatever you want. So quite a bit of things. It's sturdy. And let's go to part 2. So here's part 2, and it's our keyboard switches. I got 108 pieces. If this is successful, I think I'm going to build another keyboard. And so it'd be nice to have these available. I got blue switches. They're Gatoron. These are 3-pin switches, by the way. Sorry for that glare. Let me open it up. So when I open it up and take it out, there's going to be a couple of levels here. There's 2 levels of switches because there's 108 of them. So here they are. And again, as I said, there are 3-pin switches. And I used Microsoft's Copilot as part of my planning to build this. And this should work. So let me set aside these switches. So we now have 2 of our 3 items. And let's go to our third item. And here it is. Our third item is the keycaps. I got, as I mentioned earlier, clear keycaps. And let me show you how many levels of keycaps there are. 1, 2, and 3. So I have plenty of keycaps. I have several different kinds of space bars, et cetera here. So I have, as I said, these are clear. So these are clear. Give you an idea here what they look like. Nice little indentation there. So here we go with our 3 different sets of keycaps. I am done showing you what we've got, and I'll be back as we begin our build. All right, I'm just gonna let you know, I actually took the entire keyboard apart. I just wanted to look at it, see what was there, see what it looked like, etc. I put just the switch for the shift key on to see how that looked and what it would sound like, and I'll let you listen in a second. It's just 1 key, so it's clearly not done. I did look at the lube on the stabilizers that were already installed. Looks great. There's a lot on there, so I think that's going to be all okay. So I'm going to just let you listen to this. Can I take my microphone and let me put it over here? So there's a little bit of sound of just 1 key. Next step, my grandson will go ahead and put all the switches on. I was very careful with the switch, by the way, when I put it on, so I didn't bend the pins, and it went on really easily. But it was only 1 switch. So now we're going to put all the switches on today. And it's a 3-pin switch that we have. And so when you look at the switches, you could see the pins here, 1, 2. So if we're able to take those 2 pins and match them up here and press them in, we'll have no trouble. So here's where the pins go. You could see where it's going to go. See that on the top? Mm-hmm. Here, yes. Take a look here at the pin. That'll help you. See if you can see the 2 pins sticking out. Mm-hmm. Okay, so 1 is going to go on the top and the other one over there. Do you see where they go?
Yeah.
They're on an angle, so you have to just make sure it's fitted in. So here we go. We're going to fit a switch in. So we find where they go in the holes and then press down. So let's try it by pushing. And there it is. It's snapped in.
Push in.
Yeah. So he's going to go ahead now and do another one like that. and they're all in the same design, and then push it in. And then once you think it's in the right area, push it.
I mean, is it supposed to go down more than that?
All the way. It literally is going to snap in.
And push it on this side?
So he's got it right. And so you have to be like that. You heard the two of them snap in. So try it again. Once you do one, you got it. I think I heard two. There we go. So we're going to speed this up so you can just watch us doing this. Have finished that part, and the next is we're going to go ahead and put the keycaps on. Now we'll go across here. These are the function keys. So we'll start with F1. Okay, all the keys are now done. Everything is in place. I'm going to put this down so you could listen to the sound. There we go. Well, now that we're all built and ready to go, I am going to turn on our new Mini ITX computer and let you watch. Let's see if it is connected and lights up. Here we go. There we go. We have light. So, what do you think? Now, does it work? I have downloaded via software. I was directed where to go in the user manual. And you could see it says to authorize device, so authorize we will. And there's our keyboard. And you could see here in the upper right, it recognizes the keyboard. Now, I did have to go to a design here. And what I had to do was load the JSON software. I did it, and there was no problem at all. And you could see here, it shows the proper keyboard. So here I have a couple things I could do. One is, let me go ahead and make this a little bit bigger for you. One is if I want, I could do macros. I am going to do that. You should see it shows here are the different layers that we have. And over here on the left, it shows a whole bunch of different things. And over here is the key tester. So I can go through this and I can kind of test the keys. And you can see as I'm doing that, it's checking out the keys for me. And then there's settings where I've picked a color and I put it into 3D. I have it on dark mode right now. So there is the VIA software. I'm going to go ahead now and I am going to lay down my microphone for you next to the keys and just tap away on the keys. There's the sound of the keys. What did you think? I'd be interested in any of your thoughts. Well, that build is completed. I've been playing around with it now for several days, using it as much as I can. There is one key that seems to make a little bit of a squeak, and that's the space bar. So I might have to take things apart and kind of look at it. I did look at the space bar to make sure that the stabilizer is all lubed and in good condition, and it was. So this is maybe something different. Other than that, if I had it to do all over again, I may not have purchased clear keys. I'm not sure. It's way too early, and I'm still playing with the lighting. The sound is great. The key feel is really good, and the ease of putting it together was easy, as long as you take your time and you're careful not to bend any of the pins or make any of those errors. I'm now in the process of putting in macros, so it's kind of nice that I could just press one key and a program opens. I changed another key that to put something in that I use a lot and put it in a different spot, so the VIA software has so far come in handy. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, my first mechanical keyboard, and hopefully there'll be more to come after this, and I might need a number pad. Thank you all. Take care. Bye.